All right, good afternoon. I wanted to talk a bit about the Spokane market, what's going on with the housing market in Spokane, what's going on with all the stuff that you're seeing, all the houses out there, so on and so forth. It'll be a good time, a good ride, and I'd like to take you along with me. So, I'm Jake Beal. I'm a realtor here in Spokane. I wanted to go over a few things today. One, just the general market trends that we're seeing over the past few years. Uh, Update as far as the month numbers go. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the live chat. I'll address them as I see them. And I want to just look at some fun homes. There's a big range of $1 million plus homes in Spokane. I think they're fun to take a look at. So, and I might be making a plan to see which one I actually want to go tour myself and bring you along with me. So, I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. And we are going to share the screen. Let's jump into some median sales prices. So the green line is us right now for 2025. The blue line is 2024. And the red line is 2023. So most of what I've been telling people is we've been, as you can see here, it's been pretty keeping in line with the past couple years. Not a lot of growth, or rather, not a lot of growth or depression as far as prices go. The peak that we see there in what is that, May at 450. I wouldn't put a lot of stock into that as far as the market growth. I believe there was a big sale that happened that month, so that's going to skew the numbers. Generally, if you just look at all three lines combined, there's just a very even trend. We did dip down a little bit more below 2024 last year as far as the median price goes, but not by much. This is kind of typical Spokane activity in the market. So if we are going to go over to average sales price, is basically just going to show the same information from a different angle. Same thing. We had a couple skewed months, and then at least as far as I know about the market, a couple skewed months. I doubt those are genuine bump ups in the average sales price. If you have one really big sale, it's going to change how the numbers react, more so on the average than on the median. So, and same thing, we're seeing a lot of the same very flat line numbers. It's not changing from 1 month to the next, or 1 year to the next, rather. There are changes from 1 month to the next, but as far as things go, Spokane likes to stick about, at least the last few years, there likes to be about a 10% difference from the height of summer to the low of winter for the average and median sales price. So if we take a look at, this can be a little bit different, but as far as the red line over here, just because we have a whole year to look at, 2023 had a high of 468 with a low of 406. So a little more than 10% as far as the average price goes, but sticking within that same idea. And then if we go to closed sales, this is numbers, or this is the amount of sales that we've had in the year, so the amount of homes that have changed ownership. So let's go back over here. So at the height of this year, we sold 611 homes. Now, going back to COVID, I think we popped up into the above 1,000 or really close to 1,000 frequently during the summer. Last few years, we've been sticking around the higher hundreds, and about the number about halves as you get closer to December, so low of the year. The speed of the market really starts to drop down. So if you're really anxious to sell a house, you have to make sure that you're pricing appropriately for about the market traveling at half speed. So if you want there to be enough pressure in the market to purchase your place, it means you have to reduce the price in accordance with the flow of the market. Of course, if you're happy to wait until next year as well, there's always that possibility. You have to go with, of course, it's best for the strategy that you want to stick to. So active listings, same thing. Last few years, so even though the prices have been pretty mellow, they've been maintaining for the past couple of years, active listings have been growing. which does present a bit of a downward pressure on the market for value. Alongside with the interest rates, supply and demand, right? So the more supply we have, the more prices want to go down, so long as everything else is, as long as there is no upward pressure. I think about maybe a fifth or a quarter of the clients that I'm working with personally are from out of town. So I think what that's presenting in Spokane, at least, is that there's upward pressure by people moving in. There's still enough demand to keep pushing the prices, at least to maintain. But there are more active listings than there were last couple of years. So, and I think that is showing in how buyers respond to the current market. They're more picky and wanting more in negotiations, which makes sense. The more opportunities there are, the more picky you're able to be. I had a thought and totally lost it. Anyhow, so let's go on to, I think I have one more slide. Nope, that was the last slide for that. Let's go to fun houses on the market, just so we can have a little bit of fun looking at some expensive homes, which it's fun. People like expensive homes. I like expensive homes. They're fun to look at. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ranchette over here. There we go. If it'll load. Well, giving it a second here. Here we go. Okay. Ranchette. This is over in Colbert. Looks like there's a big shop in the back. 3-car garage. Nice front yard. Okay, let's peek around. Let's peek around this house. It's got 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Been on the market for 38 days. 5,300 square feet plus. All right, jump into the pictures here. Cool, like these vaulted ceilings. I think I'm gonna like the deck in the back, but we'll see. Big open kitchen. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the stairs being in the middle of the living room here. Okay, so one of these bedrooms has at least one has a private deck over here. I like that. Good office. Ooh, okay, I like that. Excuse me. Ooh. My apologies for the sneezing. It is that time of year. I'm very much enjoying this master or main bathroom over here. Ooh, big basement. And a big backyard. Could fit a lot of toys into that shop over there, or barn, or whatever you want to call that. I'm going to skip a few. We're going to go over to, let's check out Bennett. I want to see this $2.5 million house on Bennett. Ooh. I like these nighttime pictures over in Liberty Lake. Oh, that's gorgeous. Almost feel like I'm walking into a hotel. I would not mind that a nighttime view, huh? Yeah, look at that living room. This is a cool house. I wonder if I can go tour this one. Oh, look at that kitchen. Man, this is a crazy house. Look at that. I actually started the photos over. Shoot. Wow. Oh, they have a golf simulation. Can you imagine just hanging out in your house and doing a golf simulation whenever you want? Really working your swing. Oh, that is one decked out house. Okay. Let's go on to, okay, I'm just going to do one more for today and call it good. I just want to see this $8 million home. 8.8. Wow. All right, that's pretty cool. It's a neat little library. Yeah, you don't see craftsmanship like that too often, do you? How amazing. Man, I want to tour this house. Man. There's like a ballroom in here. Oh my gosh. And a movie theater. Who doesn't want a private movie theater? That's amazing. There's the main shower. Backyard again, a gazebo. Wow. Okay, I think we've established there's some cool houses in Spokane. And I need to get better at talking while I'm looking at these. Let's see, stop. Okay, cool. Well, if you have questions, of course, about the Spokane market, feel free to reach out. I'm going to try to jump onto these lives more frequently so that way we can talk about the Spokane market, what's going on in real estate. And if you have questions or want to go tour some homes, let me know. Info's in the description. Have a wonderful day.